can see. This gives you a measure of accountability and success in your business, and you can tell if somebody's actually doing what they are asking others to do, and if they're setting a good example. This is where the rubber meets the road. Boomer is not holding anything back from you, and he wants you to be successful. This actually is also where belief is created that no matter what you do, if you follow this plan, you will be successful. And that is the flip side of that. And when you're doing it and you're showing other people how to do it, and you can show them that you're doing it, guess what happens to your conviction on what you are doing? Man, it goes through the roof, and that is exactly what we saw in our business. And guess what? If your two are doing all of task number 1 and task number 2, remember what that is? All of task number 1 and all of task number 2. If their two aren't doing it, they're not your two. You only have to look. This is where you need to look. This far away, those gray circles. Is it duplicating there? If it is not, counsel with your senior partner upline. Counsel with them. This is why you must get them connected to the team, all 3 up from them, which means when you sponsor somebody and they say, I'm going to do the 12-week plan, get started immediately, and you should be on the phone, and you should have the know the numbers, because each one of you can see in your personal referrals tab, you can see your sponsor's information, and you should be connecting with them because these are the structure of the foundational of your skyscraper of residual income and the freedom for you, your family, and generational wealth creation. Right there. And so you should know who those people are and introduce them to them so they feel inclusive. Many of you are doing the right test, but you are missing that key component, which creates accountability to others in the system for mutual benefit. This isn't one person using another person. This is the fact that you're going to help each of these individuals as you build this for their foundational building block. And in turn, you lock arms with somebody like you're a team on a field. Who makes the money? The people with the jersey in the grandstands, or the people with the jersey on the field? Who makes the money? Right? Now, realize not all enrolled with a package do the 12-week plan, so don't kid yourself. I'm giving you the upfront reality of not based on theory. I'm talking about what actually happens, which means I am programming your brain for success because a prepared mind knows what to do. An uninformed or unexplained mind gets confusion and they do nothing. Our 12-week plan is for serious affiliates. This is a voluntary program. The people you bring in are either willing to commit or they're not. Choose people who can commit. Everyone can. Not everybody will, correct? That's why I said, in a perfect world, this was happening. The world isn't perfect. What this does is this creates these create strong affiliates. Because guess what? If you have a challenge, if you've been through some financial hardship, and you go through the challenge to make that a reality, to complete and do your part, do you know what your conviction level is? And do you know what your empathy is for others that are having a hard time? Yeah, I know, man. You know, this is how it was for me, but this is where I found it. I didn't do this, and I didn't do this, and I delayed doing this, and that's where I found the money. And I got it done. And guess what? I don't have to worry about that anymore. So your actual actions come from the way you program your brain. Change your programming and get over the bridge of belief and do what it takes to be a part of that. And you will set the example that your nonverbal communication will naturally come out of your body. You won't have to think it. It will be exude from it. And there is where that's the communication that helps people create the belief in a team effort. Now, do you value your own opinion? Do you value your own time? Remember when I said you cannot outwork an exponential inflation with a linear income? The whole purpose of this And the reason I'm telling you is there's a dynamic in multiplication and duplication that gives you a return on your time investment. If you commit to 10 to 20 hours a week, and each committed to 10 to 20 hours a week, you'd have 150 hours of time duplicating just three people away from you. So understand where the time comes from. You leverage yourself with this system in duplication. And people that bargain with the process, as I say, they just waste time, effort, and send incorrect message. And then guess what? You're trying to hatch them to go do it instead of going to